Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Lumeria Star. Today we are going to be doing an unboxing, walkthrough, and first impressions of the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. So a lot of you probably know, if you follow me on Instagram, that one of my favorite oracles is the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. So I'm super excited that basically the whole vision of this deck is to be a series. So we're going to have one oracle deck per Sabbath of the Wheel of the Year. So Yule came out next, and I believe Beltane, the Beltane deck is already on pre-order. So I just love the idea that I have, or will have, because obviously I'm gonna try to get them all, because obviously. But I just love the idea of having a deck to work with for each Sabbath. So as we move through the Wheel of the Year, we'll have a deck to work through and really work through seasonal energies and things like that. So I think it's really awesome. So with that being said, this deck was very, very generously gifted to me by someone who is also an tarot Instagrammer and kind of like Instagram friend. And I'm not going to mention their name because I didn't get permission, but you know who you are, and thank you so, so much, because I'm just so excited for this deck. It was on my wish list. So yeah, I want to get right into it. So let's just do that. The deck box is a beautiful quality. We've got, the hard 2-piece box by Rockpool. It's got the thumb hole cutouts, and it says here, "And the wheel turns. Yule reminds us of warmth, happiness, and a time to be thankful for all that we have. For centuries, ancient healers have celebrated the restorative energy of the Yuletide festival, the traditional harsh winters reminding us of our impressive ability to weather tough storms and find support and comfort with loved ones. The Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle, you'll discover 44 healing messages to align with the divine wisdom of the year's darkest night and the joyful celebration associated with the winter holidays. This oracle is your path to deep reflection and tranquility, and is a promise of brighter days to come." That is very beautiful. So I have quite an extensive deck collection that I use specifically for Halloween, for Samhain, and kind of like the spookier months, but I don't really have any for Yule. Like I have by Tarot Collectibles, I have their Winter Weight, and I have 2 editions of that, and it's just a fun deck to break out during the holidays. But I'm so happy to have this now, because this is like the witchier take on it. It's more focused on Yule, so really excited. So we can see here the inside of this box is this beautiful like evergreen color, and it's very similar to the Samhain deck aesthetic. It's really the same inside, just a different color. So we will put that off to the side. We've got our guidebook, which we'll take a look at, and this is just a little info about the app from Rockpool. We'll move that to the side, and then we're going to remove that plastic, and oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So I have my Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle right here, and I'm not going to do a compare and contrast, but I just want to show you the differences in the card backs. So it looks like they're using the same aesthetic. This is Samhain and this is Yule. So it's the same design, except they've changed the colors, and they've made what's attached to the hand little festive bows instead of these like dark leafless trees. So I love that. Already I'm very aesthetically pleased. So we have the backs, and these are gilded in a green, which I don't even think I have any decks gilded in a green that I didn't do myself with like marker. So that is very beautiful. Okay, I am so excited. I feel like this is going to make me really excited for Christmas time and for Yule. I usually get kind of sad when Samhain ends and fall ends, so I'm really excited to have this because I'm going to have something to look forward to into, you know, the darker winter months of the year. So let's take a look. We have Bear Medicine. There is no tomorrow without the healing of the past, for in stillness you shall find yourself right where you are. I like that because bears remind me of hibernation, and I feel like that's what we really do in the winter, or at least that's what I definitely do in the winter. Just taking a sip of my tea here. Candle Magic, that's lovely. Cardinal Medicine, aw, so pretty. Ceremony, I can already feel these cards are kind of sticking together. Ceremony, I call upon those heralds of winter, dimming light for better sight. Hear thy praise spilling from thy lips, a spell I'll cast for thy spirits in me. Chills, now that is the artwork from the cover. That's really beautiful. And what I'm hoping is that this deck is really good for shadow work, because the Samhain Oracle is excellent for shadow work. So it might be nice to have like the more shadow aspect of Yule. So next we have Cold Moon. That's really beautiful. We've got like our wolf there. Take with thy the dreariest of moments, release me for their tongue and nourish me with light. Contemplation. Oh, I just love this color palette. I love the artwork of Giada Rose. It's haunting to me in like the best kind of way possible. I can feel the vibe. I can feel the energy in this card. It's cold, it's brisk. And then we've got the like beautiful red dress here. And winter is a really beautiful time for contemplation. These cards are kind of sticking together. Oh, crone energy. I love that. Thy wisdom befriends the honor in which weaves within blood. A harrowing calls from the depths of your sacredness. Because winter is very crone energy, so I love how that's included. Darkest hour, that is freaking gorgeous. I love that. Wow. Dove Medicine. Falling in love. Yes, this is like homage to all those, what is it, Christmas Hallmark movies that I really hate, but I think it's because I'm like, secretly that's like all I want. So that's going to be a nice card to work with. I feel like I'm going to have to work with that card. Family, that is really beautiful, and also the fact that that is a biracial child and a biracial like couple. Love that so much. Father Christmas. Feasting. Beautiful. Forest, and we have our nods to these, you know, the witchiness. We're keeping in tune with the seasons of the witch. Frost. Gatherings, that's really beautiful. Gratitude. Winter is such a nice time for gratitude because we kind of slow down. Even though we should be practicing gratitude all year round, it's a nice place to do it in the stillness of winter. We have Hearth. That is so lovely. Light. Merriment. So just an FYI, you might want to like try to separate your cards, because I do notice like the foil is sticking. So let me just try to do that real quick. Okay, I might have everything unstuck. Next is Mistletoe. Mother Mary. offerings, ornaments, perseverance, poinsettia, that's really beautiful image as well. Reindeer medicine. Oh, I love how like the full moon is in the reindeer's antlers. That's really beautiful. Remembering. Ringing the bells. Self-care. That's a great card to have, especially for Yule and for winter. Silent night. Snow. Oh, that is so beautiful. I love that. Solstice. Oh, how cute. Squirrel medicine. Star. That's gorgeous. Oh, storm. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Telling stories. That's really cute. Tranquility. Oh, I just love this whole scene, this like cozy little house and the witch flying above and the snow. Oh my gosh, I love that. Turning inward, also really resonant for that time of year. The unknown. Ooh, I like that a lot. I'm curious to see what the guidebook says for that one. Wise men. Wreath. And Yule Log. Oh my goodness, I can tell I am just going to probably love this whole series of decks already. All right, so let's just take a quick look at the guidebook. We've got the cover. So it looks like this is in color. We've got about the authors, the illustrator, introduction, how to use the cards. We have spreads, and then we have an index, and the cards are numbered. So we have 44 cards. We've got our about the authors and about the illustrator. An introduction, so this probably tells us a little bit more about, you know, what Yule is. The call for diversity and magic. Oh, I love that. Oh, and we're talking about people of color. I love this. I love this. Reclaiming, shifting the witch image. Oh, I can't wait to just like read this book. A note on religion. So we're talking about Christianizing pagan traditions and colonization. Yes, absolutely. How to use the cards. Using the cards beyond Yule. Daily guidance, daily reflection, intention cards, and then we've got our spreads. So hopefully there's a good amount of spreads because the Samhain deck, the guidebook had a lot of nice spreads to use. So this one has 3 card spreads, and it gives you a whole list of different 3 card spreads you can do. So this one's interview your deck spread. I'm gonna do these because I think I said in my last video with the Samhain Oracle, there's so many awesome spreads in the book, and I've done none of them, and I really want to. So I think that's going to be on my to-do list. This is cool. A Christmas cross tarot spread. So I'm wondering if this is a Celtic cross. Yep. So it says here the spread is based on the familiar Celtic cross, but with a Christmas twist. That's adorable. This is the Evergreen Wreath. The Star Tarot spread, the Winter Care spread. Oh my gosh, I'm loving these. Oh, a New Year Ahead. Definitely want to do that. I used to do New Year Ahead spreads every year, and I didn't, I think, like the past 2 years because, you know, we've been in the plague and like, what is life? I just take a sip of my tea. Okay, so we get into the Oracle cards, and it looks like we have a color image, we have our keywords, we have the like little poetry and a description of the card. And it looks like this one, I don't think there's any reversal meanings. I know the other guidebook did have reversals. So yeah, if that's something that matters to you, that is something to note. I don't really read reversals. I mean, I know every card has a light and shadow aspect, so that's kind of how I read mine. But if you have the Samhain deck, you know that there is a reversal section in the book, and this one does not have that. So if that matters to you, that is important to note. So we go through all of our cards. And you've got acknowledgements here, and then it introduces the next deck coming, which is the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracle. So we've got a little teaser here, and that's already on pre-order, which I probably should get on because I already know that I'm going to be crazy in love with these decks. So let's do a 1-card pull today with this new deck, and let's see what the message is. And I'm going to read from the guidebook just because this isn't tarot, so I'm not familiar with this deck. And with Oracle, a lot of times I do like to read the guidebook because I want to see what the author and creator intended. And then with tarot, I mean, I'll still read guidebooks, but I don't necessarily always read intuitively with Oracle decks. So let's just see. I know we're still in Samhain season, but let's just see what message we need as we go, through that and into Yule season. Oh, we have our Yule Log. So it says, insert me with a bleeding thought, a sacred creation birthed from thy. I am God, I am goddess, I am creation and the creator. So let's just see what this message holds for us today. So the keywords here, let me move my screen. The keywords here are letting go, creation, God, and the goddess. It says Yule logs are burned for 12 days and represent the rising sun and the birth of a new sun god. Yule logs are decorated with all kinds of Christmas cheer, and when it is lit, each member of your household gets to take a turn, tossing in anything you'd like to release from the year. Yes. Each person gets to set an intention for what they hope to call into their lives. Yule logs represent the beautiful cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. When we clear out the old, we make space for all of the beauty left to come. So already, even just for our message today, because you really can probably use this deck all year round, this is just a message from Spirit to really clear out right now what's not really serving us. And, once we're able to do that, we can really make space for new things to come. Oh, what happened to my camera? There we go. And it says here, creation is a harmonic blend of both destruction and building. Some things must be cleared and destroyed so that you have room to welcome in something new. Channel the energy of the goddess by healing and letting go of anything holding you back. Then channel the power of the god by invoking action, courage, and determination. Both energies, male and female, are required to be successful in your dreams, goals, and manifestations. Yule Log reminds us that what you wish for will take more than one approach. So I really love that. I think what this is saying here too, with that masculine, feminine energy, is number one, being able to let go and release and surrender. And then once we've been able to do that, how can we take action? How can we take very mindful, intentional action to go after whatever it is that we want or whatever that we're trying to manifest. So that is beautiful. Let's just do one more card just to get familiar with this deck. We have Solstice. That's beautiful, and I love how there is a beautiful crone right there. All right, so Solstice is about igniting the fire within, finding self and truth. So it says here, We all experience times when you feel the need to retreat, hide, and lick your wounds. This is especially true after experiencing a betrayal, displacement, a significant life change, or a brutal loss. Slipping away into the darkness is a critical part of healing. It allows you time away from others, often critical eye, to break down and purge the emotional weight you're carrying. However, one must be careful about spending too much time in this healing space. You can become lost in the comfort of darkness and forget to come back to the light where others have the joy of basking in your glory. Solstice asks you to permit yourself to let your inner light shine. You've hidden your beauty for far too long. You may be feeling vulnerable and afraid, but know that there are people out there who want what you have to offer. Having a breakdown isn't a fun process, but building yourself back up can be truly liberating and a beautiful experience. It's time to rise up from the ashes, sacred one, and allow yourself to fly. That is gorgeous. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough and first impressions of this deck as much as I have. This is the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle by Lorraine Anderson, Juliet Diaz, and Giada Rose. So let me know what you think in the comments below. If you haven't already, I'd love if you subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when I post new videos, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you have both decks, let me know what you think. If you love one, not the other, vice versa. So hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everyone.